2024 IMCA RaceSaver Sprint Car Nationals, and drivers from in and out of town are located in the pitting area, as over 100 of the best sprint car drivers from inside the country and from outside of the country are ready to do battle. In a potentially one of the most competitive sprint car events, there are some sons of sprint car racing. But surprisingly enough, an apple has fallen far from the tree down in Texas.
What the hell is a Bowden's name doing on a sprint car? What happened to the world?
Yeah, I don't know.
Did Texas really go left? Yep. I heard they were moving in, but
he did. Carson did.
Oh my God, this is a cardinal sin for y'all, is it not? I mean, you're known for knocking guys out of the park and on the ground.
We still do that.
Oh, okay. You just use the right rear instead of a fender.
That's it.
Okay.
That's why we got big kick reels.
Are y'all any good?
Sometimes. Depends what
Sometimes. Is this the biggest show he's ever been in?
Shootout, I think, would be the biggest, but this is the biggest sprint car, for sure.
For sure.
Yep.
How is this car working out?
Really good.
Now, is it like the best of the best? 2024 chassis? What is it?
99 model chassis.
What name of a model?
VFR.
What does that even stand for? Do you know?
I don't have a clue, honestly.
Somebody just gave it to you.
Pretty much. Gave it to me, and we scrapped up all the parts together and scrapped the motor together in 1960 injection. That's about it.
And so how's he doing in points?
First in the nation in Rookie of the Year, second in Texas, second in Oklahoma. Been doing pretty good.
Sounds like Bowden should have went sprint cars a long time ago. I'm just saying.
Yep.
The field goes out for hot laps with veterans who have already conquered this event, as well as some of the up-and-comers from PA Posse land in the Sooner State. As the potential futures fly in and out of the corners here at Eagle, this isn't the beginning for some, as talent can be found in this affordable division. And no matter the success, being from PA, you can easily go unnoticed if you don't have $70,000 for a 410 sprint car operation.
Is it like a big Pat Valley?
Yeah, it is. It's just like Pat Valley, just a little longer shoots. We'll plan on trying to get the heat win here and just locking us in.
Just win it all.
Just try to win it, Billy Dietrich style.
Yeah. What is that? Is that from the track?
That's from my boy over there.
Oh yeah. You got an in-house cooker?
Yeah. Yeah, he's our what does Scott Sherb call him when we go to the Chili Bowl? He's our chef. Our chef and our chief nutritionist.
What's on the menu for nutrition today?
It's usually sausage.
Oh, okay. The other white meat. Sausage or chili?
Not Chili Bowl, it's chili every night.
Oh, okay. So this is the guy.
This is the director of team nutrition.
Okay. So what is the team nutrition at the RaceSaver 305 Nationals right now?
Right now we've got brisket sausage.
Okay.
Exclusive brisket sausage. Yeah. Up top we've got cheddar wurst.
Okay.
Straight out of the package. Nothing's homemade.
Are the brisket sausages the primo option here?
It is. It's upper echelon.
Okay.
And we're gonna fix you one up.
And this is it.
That's the one.
Oh my. Wow.
That's the one.
That's different.
That's the one.
That's different. Wow, that's good.
Trying my hardest to stay with the best. Flexing Giannis on my chest. Facing problems down the depths. I'm ready to rip. I'm correct. I'm fish in the water. Here's my mom. Hooking his head. Here being honest. Where my Honda. Strapped in his harness. Ready to rip. I ain't on the track. Ready to roll. Ready to rip. Ready to reach. This my meditate. Never know I'm playing on hoops with you with a G. Making the goal. Peace with the soul. Don't matter the bottom. We don't give a lead. Cause I'm taking that all in the calling. It's harder with nothing that's harder than free. Not giving up though. Don't you gotta go. Take a slip, make a pass.
Racing at the Eagle Raceway is no easy task, especially if it's your first year in a full-size sprint car. And for young Carson Bolden, he finished where he started. And at the IMCA RaceSaver Nationals, when you do that, you get buried deep and gotta start digging fast to get out of the mains. And now, there's a hard night's work ahead. But for other drivers, they look to take their first competitive laps at the event, as the PA posse looks to lay their claim. But another driver, he's already won the event and is considered a favorite, and he's ready to make a statement right out of the gate. Posse ran away into the sunset, and an approving father happily sat by smiling in approval.
Why did you have to beat them that bad? You could have let them get closer.
No, we can't.
You don't want them to feel that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
this PA guy shows up and slaps us around like we're Steve Buckwalter or something, you know? It's like, what was that about? Why did you do that to him?
We're out of control, yeah.
Is it the Yingling? It's the Yingling, okay.
With a name like Ryder and a last name of Plant, you might know how to dig out of some things. But digging out of these heat races is a whole nother game. Especially when you got a legend like Billy Alley on the racetrack. Even though you've made plenty of roundy rounds on the racetracks, sometimes you can still make mistakes. And for every mistake you make, someone's able to capitalize. But sometimes you don't have to be named LaPlante to be able to dig yourself out of a hole. Another son rips into 3, take another victory off of 4. And another starting spot in the main event is rewarded. While in staging, a host of drivers and another PA member looks to get one as well, as Zach Rhodes in the 31Z has to start a little further in the pack. And this pack is definitely going to be a strong one to not only keep up with, but to outrun on the racetrack. veteran like speed. He was able to ride down there to a second place finishing position. But it still wasn't the W that the PA posse is used to.
Why did you have to?
I'm sure the locals.
Why did you have to give them that old?
I told them they should be scared.
You know?
The fight in that England.
Yeah, and then you just go out there and roll around for 10 laps or whatever.
Yeah, playing around.
Yeah, why are you being soft on them?
Yeah, I was just a little free, so I just put it where I knew I could make it work. And,
Right. I mean, you outran the Taco Casa car.
Walkie Taco.
So that's one for the Amish pie.
Oh,
you know?
for the Amish pie there.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody got apple pie better than that.
You actually won a race, huh? You won a race?
Yeah, I just won the heat.
Oh.
Good job, man. That ain't easy to do.
And now you got to tell him he finished second, thought he was in the race, now he's all sad.
Oh, he'll be just fine.
I like working through tough times.
No.
He'll be just fine.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah.
He's from PA, he's not fine. Look at him.
He'll be fine.
Oh, no.
I wouldn't say there's as many bull rings in PA, but he'll be just
I
fine.
mean, they don't know about that Path Valley.
Path
Zach.
Valley.
They don't know about that Path Valley.
This is just Pat Valley on steroids.
The path to the front will be a little bit more challenging for Colby's brother, Casey. But Casey is very fast in 2024. And even though the brother is really good at making up ground and moving forward, sometimes it's not even your fault when you get moved back. Make up for Casey, but he still came home fourth with a limping race car. And across the stripe and across the pits, we are seeing some very interesting things here on opening night.
So you make him change his own gears?
That's it. I make him work on the whole car.
Wow.
He's got to do everything. He does all the prep, everything.
get food.
Wow.
Yep.
The Texas way.
Yeah,
Starve 'em.
we're not like these other youngins that don't work on their cars. He does everything himself.
And how old is he?
Just turned 14.
Wow. Interesting.
Yep.
Where does that put y'all?
Should be front row for C-Main.
That's tough.
Yeah, but I'm all right with it.
So why did you do that?
Caution.
That was illegal, right?
What?
You're supposed to give them some ground to make them feel better about themselves. You ain't supposed to just beat them like that.
We ain't that fast.
Oh, come on. They're from Nebraska. They're sensitive. You can't do this.
Can't ruffle their corn feathers.
I know. They're getting their husk all in a rough.
Harvest season, that's what's going on.
Oh, wow. You're laying the harvest down? Oh, get the hell out of here. Oh, my God. Look at his touch of gray. It's chrome? Is that chrome?
Hell yeah, it's chrome.
Okay. Just making sure.
All of it's chrome.
Dome.
Wow. You trying to make him camera ready? Is that it?
He's ready for you now.
Oh, my God. For the girls?
Yeah.
The girls from Belleville?
He gets mad if we talk about girls. Like,
Really?
me and girls. Yeah.
Talk about girls no more. He's married.
C-Main action for Carson Bolden. And it ain't girls, it's a defending champion that he has to worry about. As only the top 4 from this C-Main move on into tonight's B-Main event. And the long road ahead to the A-Main is on tap if Bolden wants to make it into the show.
Listen, please, best believe all the things I see in the bickering and the shit you preach and the hating on me for everything I've done. Trying to break my focus, you don't know about the drive. I'm just on the track, relating to the night, spiking all this fuel and open all these ties. Not to break the rules, but just to bend those lines. And if you call me out, I'm coming straight up out the crowd, so we can do some meddling, get a little cross, maybe take a punch, settle it for once down in these rules. Tell her the tape and they see how you're made. Down these rules, I'll tell you. Risk and the faith when you bear
potential shines well, going from 4th to 1st and outrunning the defending race champion. Casey Weaver now, who ran 4th in his heat race, is also rolling out onto the speedway to try to claim a spot in tonight's 2nd B main. The action's hot and heavy though, as the B mains are lined up, Bolden's turning his car around. At the same time, Casey's slinging his car around. And even though it's a C main, running 3rd isn't what these drivers want to do. They're willing to throw sliders for the victory. A slot solidified as Weaver moves to the B main number 2 event. But the first B main is now ready to roll, with only the top 5 cars making it into tonight's main event. And a driver from the C main is going to be starting extremely deep in this one. Unfortunately, Bolden does not make the show, but Zach Rose just keeps floating the bottom to the front.
Who the hell do you think you are, Lance DeWeese?
Trying to
Toting the bottom in the middle, huh?
Yeah, it's catfish. What am I gonna
Do we have to have a Days of Thunder moment where if you go,
Think about the saddle the fuck up.
If you go to the outside, you can hold it. Do I need to tell you this, or
Yeah, I always make my moves on the bottom. Like last 20-some years, you know, let them get up there and start spinning, you know.
right?
We'll see what happens here, though. Might have to just move up and get her a couple cars there, you know. Starting so deep.
So we just got good news. He's starting 3rd.
Yes, sir. Our thought process has went from running the top 9 to let's go win this deal now.
Okay. And what are you going to do to the car to make it to where he can win? It's not on him anymore. It's the crew chief.
We'll rework the track and we'll make some calls again. We'll probably have to free it back up a little bit. So
We're gonna do our best not to fuck it up.
yeah.
Well, the A main is on tap now, and victory apparently is in the eyes of these beholders. With 3 cars that we've been following making it into the show, and it's going to be a tough one. But luckily, 9 drivers will move to the inside starting row of the famous 3-wide start come Sunday.
When Shaylee Bateman contacted the 31Z of Zach Rhodes, Billy went around. Looks like Billy should be able to get push started again. has climbed out of the car.
As the field goes back to green, LaPlante's still running in the top 5, but Colby Weaver trying to hold on to 9th and a spot in the Sunday dance. With 2 wrecks already to start this race, the tensions have to be high, and when you're on your toes, sometimes you trip. And with that mistake, of the 3 drivers we started with, only 1 rider remains. Successfully makes it into the show with a 6th place finish in passing tech and the scales. However, back in the pitting area, not everybody's too happy about their night.
Why does he create so much work for you, Roger?
That was the first flip ever for Roger.
Why did you do that? Why does he do it to you?
Because he tells me to run the hell out of it.
I tell him to run the hell out of it. I'm really proud of him in that B with all the guys that are in that.
Oh yeah, the B main was stacked.
Man. And I was showing him the Weiss line. You know what I mean? Like, imagine if I was ripping a lip. Come on.
Imagine if you're up there.
Tried to save my car. He put his right front right there under my left rear. Hey, it happens. I know he probably didn't do it on purpose. We'll go over this real good tomorrow and get it straightened out, and we'll just make it into Mars there.
And what is this? What are they calling this?
Race of Champions. Heat race.
And why are y'all in it? I thought y'all were rookies.
Rookie, we're second state of Texas and second in Oklahoma and leading the national rookie of the year.
A decent little test for the young racer in a race that is stacked with some of the best drivers in the world. something that most would want to know. How good are you versus a driver who's won the race twice and a car that's got it done 3 times? Definitely shown, especially for a car that's older than the driver.
You got to test on where you're at. You just went up against the favorite, technically.
Yeah.
You're not far off, though.
No.
You're not far off.
No, I think he's probably got more in his motor than we got in our whole operation.
What the hell is going on over here? What is this? Can you explain this?
I just got told.
You're driving race cars at your age. He's doing this. I mean,
I just got told to sign now.
Alrighty. Oh my God, who's all on here? Everybody?
I literally got as many people as I could.
In closing the night, Ryder LaPlante moves up a spot. As in tech, somebody was just a little too light.
Welcome to the show.
I don't know what that is. Not the ones from Belleville.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Well, I mean, that's Ryder's deal.
Yeah, well, they don't call him Ryder for no reason, right?
Day number 2 begins, and it starts off very, very quickly. There's another set of heat races, another set of opportunities to make the show on Sunday, with Carson Bolden hopefully trying to carry over the speed from the Race of Champions heat race, and Colby Weaver having to pull out a backup car after contact with the wall last night. Heat races are on the track, and yes, the winners are the only drivers to move on. Starting deep on a fresh racetrack was definitely not what the doctor ordered for a heat race win for Carson Bolden, as he started 7th and finished 5th. Meanwhile, though, the Weaver brothers are pulling onto the track, and they're not necessarily starting up front either, but to make the show, you gotta put on a show. Of course, Casey Weaver's been behind the 8 ball all week after contact and heat racing action, and tonight doesn't seem like it's going to be any different. Losing the nose wing and going to the back of the field, and the other Weaver brother back there trying to figure out a car. This is definitely not the second night that these Weaver brothers were hoping for. Finishing first and second at the back of the field isn't how these Weaver brothers wanted things to go, with damage and a car they're trying to figure out. Meanwhile, Zach Rose sits in staging, questioning what to do on the track, and Roger questioning what to do with the car.
Changing the stop?
Yep.
What are you seeing?
That slick shit.
You putting that Davy Brown wrench on it?
Actually, that was Rich Eichelberger's setup.
Oh, it was?
No, it's going to Roger Weaver setup.
Oh, okay. What are you seeing out there? A lot of dust.
Just the sun, Chaz.
That's it.
That's all I see.
That's all you see.
Yeah.
What would Billy Dietrich see?
You see that checker flag, baby.
Although Zach Rhodes is seeing sunshine, there's some moonshine in front of him, as Tyler Courtney's brother, Taylor Courtney, sits right in front of him in the 22 car.
The money, the fame, the rules of the game. Vegas is open and turning the page. Sliding it off, across to the end. Doing the look in the city is in. Giving it all, ripping the lip. Up on the wall, driving the gifts. Sliders for days, throwing away. Cause I'm on the front, it's the ace of the spades. I'm on the front, it's where we be. Up in the front, it's where they see. No numbers, but number one, and that be me. That's winning, you wanna take it. What I have from every single money back. 50K or 100 Jesus on the line and up for a crash. It's a dope boy. Can you be about it? In the dope boy. Let's see what you have. It's a dope boy. Ain't no way around it. If you want it, you can do it. Go on, take the cash. It's a dope boy. Can you be about it? In the dope boy. Let's see what you have. It's a dope boy. Ain't no way around it. If you want it, you can do it. Go on, take the cash. It's a dope son. Can you be about it? In the desert sun. In the Caesar's palace. If you want to run, go on, get about it. Or if you want to get you some, see it in an alley. Dark or not, we shine for days. Rise and shine the bed we raise. Taking what you think and pour it out like a Chardonnay. Make them cry, increase the page. Roll the minds and take the stage. Taking what they tried for years and teach them like a lesson spade. It's a dope boy. Can you be about it? In the dope boy. Let's see what you have. It's a dope boy. Ain't no way around it. If you want it, you can do it. Go on, take the cash. It's a dope boy. Can you be about it? In the dope boy. Let's see what you have. It's a dope boy. Ain't no way around it. If you want it, you can do it. Go on, take the cash.
Being able to outdo Taylor Courtney doesn't mean that you're always going to win the race, but it does show a little spark and speed for the weekend.
I think we're 17th overall in passing points, so just keep working at it and try to squeeze our way in tomorrow, hopefully.
What's happening here, though? It looked like it was bad in the heat.
We had a spark plug off. It's a new car. I've never ran this before. It's the first time we've ever ran this, so we're learning the setup on this. But we changed some things, so hopefully it's a little better this time around. I think we're in the D main, so we got a long way to come back.
Figuring out a new car in the D main with only 4 cars transferring is a pretty tough hill to climb. Fortunately, being from the home of the Appalachian Mountains, climbing hills ain't really that hard of a thing to do. But brother Casey is having to come from almost 2 times the distance in the field. Starting an unlucky 13th, ended in an unlucky finish to the night. Casey would not transfer. But from one sun to another, the C main starts to roll onto the speedway. And the question is, will luck have a little brotherly love on its side? reasonable frustration, as a small mistake into 3 ends the RaceSaver Nationals tonight for Mr. Weaver. And now Mr. Bolden, who sits 5th, needs to get up into the 4th spot if he wants his night to continue. Racer hits a stride, blows around for 4th, and almost tracks down 2nd. He'll take a spot in B main number 1. As B main number 2, well, that's not necessarily set yet. Will Zach Rhodes be in it? We're about to find out. Running 3rd for quite some time, Rhodes found a 2nd groove. They call it the Weiss line, and used it to take home the victory and move up into the night's 2nd B main event. But the first B main's rolling onto the track, and young Carson Bolden is looking to come from 15th into the top 6 to try to make the main event from the C main. Charge from 16th to 6th for the young racer, as he has now punched his ticket into the main event and will be clawing to get up into the top 9 to lock into one of those outside starting spots. And now it's up to Zach Rose to see if he'll be in the show tonight. Phenomenal battle to the line for the 6th and final spot did not see Zach Rose included. And even though Rose couldn't come from the C main to the main tonight, there was a young racer who did, and everyone is surprised.
What's that?
How do you explain it?
I don't know.
It's not like he has open wheel jeans.
Zero. Tried to get him a late model. He's told me if it ain't got a wing, he don't want nothing to do with it.
The Deweese line didn't work.
It did work for a while there. Tomorrow's the one that counts.
Tomorrow is the show that counts. And 9 more drivers look to lock into the outside row of that 27-car, 3-wide main event grid. And as the sparks fly in the air, the sparks are sure to fly on the racetrack, as the IMCA RaceSaver Nationals looks to add some names to the list. And Carson Bolden is starting 24th, trying to add his. Bolden's night went relatively well after starting 5th in the C main, driving through the B. He started 24th in the A and finished 10th. This puts him on the front row of the B feature tomorrow, where the top 9 finishing positions will make up the middle row of the 27-car grid.
So, 10th?
10th in A.
You ain't doing tech yet,
Yeah,
unless somebody is
Yeah, unless they don't like somebody. Just hang out until they tell us to tear it down or go back to the pits.
Everybody went into the tech shed one night and came out the other. And now it is Championship Sunday, starting with a meet and greet for fans.
They actually gave you a concrete pad?
Yeah, man.
Wow. Is it the Victory Fuel? That's why?
I think it's all the Chaz videos.
Oh, shut the hell up.
Out there getting Chaz, you know.
No, you haven't.
Yeah.
What is Chaz? I still don't get it.
That's just what they say around the block.
Oh. Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
It depends.
Okay.
Like if you're Larson, it's bad.
No, if you're Larson, you're famous because of me.
If you're LaPlantry, it's good.
No. What about banana trees?
Those are good.
Yeah?
I like bananas.
Okay. That should be the next Victory Fuel flavor. Should have been a banana. The strawberry banana prime is good, man.
That does sound good.
Where the hell are y'all starting?
5th row outside, I think. 15th. So
Okay.
the middle.
And then in the middle.
Well, on the outside, but middle row.
Because the middle's the B main guys,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Say my name.
Everybody in the same race.
Yes.
Everyone.
Everyone.
And top 7 transfer.
Yes.
You think you'd drive across the country and try to, race other people?
Instead of ourselves, we can do that in Pennsylvania.
Right. Well, if it was the A main, that'd be fine.
Yeah.
So, what was the development on this car? It's back to white again.
We switched engines last night
Right.
on it, so.
Did it hot lap good or?
He said it seemed good. I mean, he said the engine seemed strong. I mean, it's our engine from last year and the beginning of this year, so.
What's the secret to make a 305 sound like that?
I have no idea. You just got to get the fuel valve picked just right.
How does it sound when you hit it? Does it hit good or?
Yeah. It's a low shut.
It's a low. Is that why?
Right there, it's a low shut.
And that's the low.
That's a low.
So what do you think? It's last day.
Just ready to go out here in this C main, try to make a couple moves and get to the B.
Well, that's the goal, but how do you feel?
I feel good.
You do?
Yeah,
You got your coffee today or no?
I drank a little coffee.
A little coffee?
A little
Okay.
coffee.
Got a little caffeine in the
Caffeine, yeah, just time to get hyped up a little bit here.
blood? Okay.
Some track work, so we might have to change the car a little bit here just to get it kind of where we want it, and hopefully don't get the car too tight, but we should be all right.
Looks like
In this C main event, all 3 of the PA drivers are involved. And only 7, that's right, 7 cars will move on into the B main event. There's only 1 C main, there's only 1 B main, and there's only 1 IMCA RaceSaver Nationals. And if they want to make it into the show instead of put the car in the trailer, then this is the event you don't float the bottom. This is the event you rip the lip.
Well, look out, I'm coming in high. Coming in on the top. Oh, Lord, there, ladies and boys. And looking out for a fly.
B main by one position on the racetrack. Zach Rhodes would make it, but the Weaver brothers would not. And unfortunately, that is a very hard pill to swallow. And as the Weaver brothers rode back to their pitting area, Zach Rhodes is busy getting his car ready, as now he'll start 13th in this elusive B main event that will transfer 9 drivers to the main. This is also where we find Carson Bolden, who's looking to solidify a starting spot in the middle row of the 27-car, 3-wide IMCA RaceSaver Nationals Championship event. Just 7 laps to go. Zach Rhodes is just a little too far back to make up enough ground. And Bolden, running in the 4th spot, has solidified his position and battling for Rose. Meanwhile, the battle for the 9th and final transfer spot is a 6-car swarm. Situation forces Kevin Rutherford onto the bubble spot on the final lap of the B main, but a former event winner and Texas legend Kevin Ramey swoops around the outside to lay claim to the final position of the IMCA RaceSaver Nationals. He moves on, along with many others, including 14-year-old Carson Bolden. But unfortunately, the weekend comes to a close for Zach Rhodes. Bolden, meanwhile, has to get busy in turning his car around, as the 50-lap main event is ready to roll. And the crowd, they're lit up. The drivers are being introed, and as the lights light up and the fireworks go off, in one of the best-looking formations to salute the fans, this formation is going to be going green in it. And the tensions are not only high in the grandstands, but they are extremely high in the cockpit. complete in the main event, event favorite John Carney has already damaged his nose wing. This is definitely going to twist up the championship show. race's first caution just before the 30-lap break. 4, 5, and 6 cars battling for the lead second, and battles going throughout the field. But in this race, it's a game of mistakes. And if you make one, you will pay the consequences. 23 of Bosma, as the red flag did wave for the lap 30 mandatory pit stop. Drivers cannot change anything on the race car and simply can only add fuel and adjust tire pressure. As the field gets ready to go back to green, we'll see if any of these changes make a difference. Some people had a favorite coming into the weekend, not just in a driver, but a car as well. No matter the battles on the racetrack, the 74B of Jake Buback could be called a Goliath coming into the weekend. And unfortunately for all the Davids out there, sometimes you're called Goliath simply because you're that damn good. Starting from the top, though, isn't as easy as the bottom, and some Davids found their way up to the top.
How did you make it here today?
Dude, we ate a lot of alphabet soup this weekend.
I know.
I don't know if they give an award for passing the most cars. We probably won it. Went through the D, clear up into the B. Didn't make the transfer last night, so had to start towards the front of the C tonight. Made the transfer in the B, and then fought from 17th place up to 7th probably.
A strong run for Carson Bolden, although it was a little rough out there.
Are you mad at the 23? Come on now, tell the truth.
I mean, there's not really nothing to be mad about, but other than
that left front tire feels differently, I'm sure.
Yeah, I know. Other than him cutting me off going into one a couple times, actually.
Yeah.
It was good. At least I had a run on him, but he cut me off. It is what it is, racing. Everybody's fighting for one position. Still ran 10th. Top 10's not terrible.
Right. You're mad, aren't you?
Me? No.
Yeah, you have to be. You have to be mad.
Yeah.
I know the Bolden way.
No, man, I'm pumped to be here, dude. Just pumped to be top 10 out of over 100 cars. First time here, first year in a 305. I think anybody would be happy with that.
Well, there you have it. The IMCA RaceSaver Sprint Car Nationals. Some would say this is the working man's Sprint Car Nationals, reserved for those on a $1,000 budget with millionaire talent, capacitated of potentially the toughest competition in all of sprint car racing. The fact is, there's not a true or false statement in all of that, and reality is a matter of perspective, and the future is how you see it. We will eventually get to see where these drivers go, but like most things in life, just like out there on the racetrack, it isn't about where you start, it's where you're going from here and how you finish.